This
Also,
conference will now be recorded.
fine, no problem. So we'll continue. Okay. So in the last session, we just introduced about while loop. So today we'll have some more uh, programs on while loop. So, right. So develop a program. Develop a program for finding the okay. So developing a program for finding the sum of only uh, okay. Otherwise, I'll say sum of digits. Okay, sum of digits in a number. Okay, so finding the sum of digits in a number. Okay, so we are going to find the sum of the digits in a number. Now, for example, the number is 4854751 rather. Okay, so now the output should be 4 plus 7 plus 5 plus 1. So this should be the output. So 17 you should get. Okay, so what is the output that you should get? You should get 17 as the output. Okay, so the number is 4571 or 4751, and you should get okay, so you should get the value 70. Okay, so 4751 is the number, and you should add all these digits and you should get the number 70. Okay, so that is a program. Now what we have to do now, what is the idea? So the idea of this is you have a number. Okay, so the number is 4751. So what you need to do is, so you need to divide this number into 4 digits. Okay, so you need to divide this number into 4 digits. So if you want the first digit from this number, you should say 4751 modulus of 10. Okay, you should say 4751 is modulus of 10. Okay, so modulus of 10. So you should get this number. Okay, you should get this number, and you should do the modulus of 10. Then you will receive 1. Okay, and then you decrease this number to 475. So how can this be done? So if you want to decrease this number to 475, you need to divide this number by 10. Okay, you need to divide this number by 10. So 4751 divided by 10, so this will give you 475. Okay, so 475, again you repeat this process. So repeating the process means again you say 475 modulus 10, then you will get 5. So you add this and this. Okay, so then decrease this number to, so decrease this number to something like 475 divided by 10. Okay, so then it will become 447. Then you do the modulus 10 again. So then you will get 7. So you add these two numbers again. Okay, so already you added 1 plus 5. So 1 plus 5 is 6, and 6 plus 7, it will get added with the sum of 13. And then again this number should be going into 4. So 4 means, so you have to divide 47 by 10. Okay, so 47 by 10, you will get 4 again. Again this 4 you divide by 10 to get the remainder, and then you get the remainder 4. And again this 4 you need to get it to 0. So here you have to stop the execution. Here you have to stop the execution. So what you're doing, you are going for 4 divided by 10 and you are getting 0. Okay, so then you have to stop. Means you have to start at 4751 and you have to stop at 0. You have to stop at 0 and a step is, so the step is this. So this is going to be the step. Okay, so step is dividing that number by 10. So this is the way that you are going to do this. Okay, so how we are going to do this here? So we are going to take the number. Okay, so we will ask the user the number. Okay, so we'll ask the user the number to give. Okay, so let me go down. Okay, so let me say n is equal to int of input of enter a number. Okay, so enter a number. So we are asking the user to enter a number. So once he enters the number, so once you enter the number, so the number you will get and you start doing the coding part. So while n mod, sorry, n not equals to 0, so you have to go until n is 0. Okay, so until n is 0. So while n not equal to 0, so you need to go until n becomes 0. Okay, so while n not equal to 0, so you have to say uh, uh, n modulus 10 and you have to store that in something like r. Okay, r, and what you have to do now, you have to take that sm, you have to take this number and add that number. Okay, so sm plus r. Okay, so you need to add that number sm plus r. So but what should be the sm value? Sm value should be 0. Sm value should be 0. Okay, sm is equal to sm plus r and you have to say n is equal to n divided by 10. Means you are making that number to be updated. Okay, so number to be updated. So then you are going to check the sum. So sum is going to be sm. Okay, sum is going to be sm. So how you are going to get this? So number 4751, if I'm saying, see if you observe here, so you are getting the answer as 17. Okay, so let's understand again how we are able to do this. So let's go back to it again. So let's say this, uh, take this. Now the same thing in program I'll explain. The same thing in program I'll explain. So we are taking the n value. So what is the n value here? N value is 4751. Okay, so n is equal to 4751 and then you are saying n not equals to 0 is the condition. Okay, n not equals to 0 is the condition. Okay, let me write it here. So you have the n value. So what is the n value here? N value is 4751. So n not equals to 0, so either true or false. So if it is true, what has to be done, and if it is false, what has to be done? Okay, n not equals to 0, so means 4751 not equals to 0, it is true. So true means you go here and what you need to do, so you need to say r is equal to n mod 10. So r is equal to n mod 10. So what is n mod 10 here? 4751 modulus 10. So what is 4751 modulus 10 for you? So 4751 modulus 10, if you observe, so 4751 modulus 10 is nothing but, so 4751 modulus 10, so 10 fours 40, so here 7 5, 10 7 70 and here say 51. So 10 pi is 50 and here you say 1. So what is 1 here? So 1 is the remainder. Okay, so 1 is the reminder. So R value, you got it as 1. So what was N actually? N is 4751, and R value now you have got 1. Okay. And what you're doing here, you are saying R is equal to, sorry, Sm is equal to Sm plus R. What is Sm value? Sm value is 0, R value is 1. So 0 plus 1 is going to be, so 0 plus 1 is going to be 1. So what is the Sm value right now? Sm value also is going to be 1. Okay, so Sm value also is going to be 1. So Sm value is also 1. Okay, so then again n is equal to n divided by 10. So here you are saying n is equal to n by 10. N by 10 is nothing but 4751 divided by 10. So here 4751, again you are dividing, but this time you are going for 70, so 51, so 5, 50, and here 1 0, so here you can keep a point. So 10 ones 10, so 10 0. Okay, so what is the answer here? 475.1. But as you know that this is integer division, so this value won't be taken into consideration. So this value won't be taken into consideration. So the value becomes 475. So what is n becoming now? N is becoming 475. Then again it will check. So 475 not equals to 0. So the answer is true. So true means again it goes here. Now this time, so 475 modulus 10. So 475 modulus 10. So 1 won't be there here. Okay, so 1 won't be there. So let me just erase this. So it will be 475 modulus 10. So 475 modulus 10 again, it will go for 475. Okay, so 475 modulus 10. So what will be the answer? So the answer will be 5. Okay, so the answer will be 5. So 4 uh, 7. Okay, so 4 times and 7 times, so the answer is 5. So what is 5 over here? So 5 is the remainder. Okay, so this becomes 5. Okay, then Sm is equal to Sm plus R. So this time what happens? So it would be Sm plus R. So what is Sm value here? Sm value is going to be already 1. What is the R value? R value is going to be 5. So 1 plus 5. So the Sm value is going to be 6. Okay. Then again here n is equal to n mod, oh sorry, n divided by 10. N is only n divided by 10. So now again 475 divided by, okay, so 475 divided by what? So 475 divided by 10. So for 475, so you will get 40. So here you will get, okay, so 5, so 47.5. Okay, so 47.5, so 5 will remain. So 75, so 70, so 5 will remain. So this will be 47.5. Okay, so 47.5. So as you can see 47.5, so what is not taken? 5 is not taken into the consideration. So then this value will become 47. Okay, so 47, and here you will check 47 not equals to 0. Then again here you have 47. So then what is the value here? So the value is going to be 47. So 47, so 47, then 4 is 40. So the answer is going to be 7. Okay, so the remainder is going to be 7. So what is the remainder now? So remainder is going to be 7. And then Sm is equal to Sm plus R. So what is Sm value here? Sm value is going to be, what is Sm value? Sm value is going to be 6. And what is the R value? R value is going to be 7. So 6 plus 7 is going to be 15. Okay, so some value is going to be 15. Okay, so some value is going to be 15. Again, you are going to check with 47 divided by 10. 47 divided by 10. So the answer would be 4.7. Okay, so the answer would be 4.7 because so here 7 0 point and 70, so 4.7. So this will not be taken into consideration. Then you are going to get this particular value as 4, and again 4 not equals to 0, so that is also true. So r is equal to, so 4 modulus 10. So 4 modulus 10 means what? So 4 modulus 10 means, so what you're going to get here, so 4 modulus 10, so 10 4, so 10 0 0, what you're going to get, so 10 0 0, so the remainder is going to be 4. The remainder is going to be 4, so remainder is going to be 4, and then you are getting sm is equal to sm plus r. So what is sm value? Sm value is going to be 15. uh, okay, so sm value, okay, I think it was 13, right? So it was 13, yeah. So it was 13. So 13 plus 4. So what is 13 plus 4 here? So 13 plus 4 is going to be, plus 4 going to be 17. Okay, so now SM value is 17. Okay, so SM value is 17. And then n is equal to n divided by 10 again. So this time 4 divided by 10. So 4 divided by 10 is going to be, so it is 4 divided by 10. So 4 divided by 10 is going to be so 10 0.4. Okay, so it is 0.4, and this will not be taken into consideration, and this becomes 0. Okay, so this becomes 0. Now it will check 0 not equals to 0. So 0 not equal to 0 is false. False means you are out of the while. Okay, you are out of the while. And coming out of the while, it will print SM value. So what is SM value? SM value is going to be 17. Yes, SM value is going to be 17. So this is the way that we are going to develop the program. Okay, so we are going to develop the program for calculating. Okay, so developing the program for calculating what? So calculating the, okay, so calculating what? Calculating the sum of the digits. Okay, sum of the digits. So this is the way that we are going to take the things. Okay, right. So now, okay, so now if you want to go for the same model of the sum, develop a program. So develop a program for counting the digits in the number. The same program, but different logic we need to apply. We need to develop a program for counting the numbers. Now, for example, I have an example like say, okay. So now what is the count of this? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So count should be 7. Okay, count should be 7. So in this way you are going, so this is a basic output. Okay, so this is a basic output that you want. Okay, so this is a basic output that you want from the program. Okay, so how we can do that? So we do not make large changes here. So instead of sum, I will say count, and here I will say count is equal to count plus 1. Okay, so I'll say count plus 1. That's it. Okay, so because I'm not going to sum the remainder or anything, I'm just saying count plus 1. Okay, so I'm just saying count plus 1. So no need of this value also. So there is no need of that value also. There's no need to take the remainder. So every time you uh, come inside and make the number decrease. That's it. Okay, so make the number decrease. So that's what is required. So now if you say the number, okay, so what is the number that I wanted you to put? So 4125897. So 4125897. So now you can see the sum is going to be 7. So what we are good doing here, so we are not doing anything else. So we are just not taking the reminder. Every time the loop starts, every time the loop comes in, so what it will do is it will count the number of values. It will count the number of values and it will try to take it. Okay. So it will try to take it on the count. Okay. So count is going to be 7. So no need of reminder here. So the only thing that I did is so count is equal to count plus 1. Okay, count is equal to count plus 1. So first time the number comes in, the count will increase from 0 to 1. Second time this number comes in, the count becomes plus 1, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1. So in that way, it goes on. Okay. Now, kind of same pattern program. Uh, so so develop a program for counting the number of even digits, counting the number of even digits. Okay, so now I will give you 2 minutes of time until 4:30. So I want you to solve that this program and show me. Okay, so now for example, I have 4128795. So how many even numbers are there? So even numbers are 1, 2, 3. So sum of or even number, just even numbers, even number count. So even number counts. So I want you to get the even number count. What is the even number count here? 4, 2, and 8. Okay, so I'll just give you 2 minutes of time. Just solve it and tell me. So I can just show you the pattern. You can just show me how to do it. 2 minutes. Okay, so we'll finish the program. So what I told you, so you need to get the even numbers count. Okay, same thing, but what will happen here is, so if, so you need to use the if. So if n mod 10, okay, so if n mod 10 equals to 2, okay, so if n mod 10 equals to 2, so what you are saying, if n mod 10 equals to 2, it means you take the digit, okay, so suppose 7, so 7 sorry, you take the digits, so I mean you take the number 7 mod 2, so 4125897, what you will get, so okay, so okay, sorry, even number, right? So sorry, so even number, so n mod 2, okay, modulus of 2 equals to 0, okay, so equals to 0 means n mod 10, if you say, you will get 7. So 7 mod 2 equals to 0. If 7 mod 2 equals to 0, then only you count, we are saying. Okay, so now for example, I will say same number 412587. So now what you got? You got 3. How you got 3? One even number, second even number, and the third even number. So why you got the count as 3? Because it is taking that number. Okay, so from that number, it is tracking only the even numbers. It is tracking only the even numbers. Okay, so it is tracking only the even numbers. Means, now for example, 412795 is there. So 4128,795 not equals to 0. So not equals to 0. So if it is not equals to 0, you come in here. So you get 4128795 modulus 10 means you get 5. Okay, so you, sorry, you get 7. Okay, so this number will change 4125897. 5897. Okay, so here, so you are getting 7, 4125897. So you are getting 7. So that's 7. Okay, so you're getting 7. So you are saying 7 mod 2. Okay, so 7 mod 2 equals to 0. So what is 7 mod 2 here? 7 mod 2 is nothing but not 0. Okay, so 7 mod 2, if you say, so 236, it will be 1. So 1 equals to 0 is false. As 1 is equal to 0 is false, it won't go inside. Now the same thing happens with 9 also. Same thing happens. Okay, so if you are going to check with 8, so 8 mod 2. So what is 8 mod 2 here? 0. So 0 equal to 0 is true. True means the count will get increased. So count will get increased by 1. So in that way, you are looking at the things. Okay, so that's the way you are going to work with the if under the so if under the uh, so what is it, what is this, if under the while, if under the while. Okay, right. So now let's develop a program, so develop a program to uh, check the um, list of numbers. Okay, so check the number of, okay, so check the number of odd, okay, so number of odd values in the list of numbers. Okay, so let's develop the program to check the number of odd values in the list of numbers. Okay, so we have to develop a program to check whether the number whether, I mean, check the number of odd values in a list of numbers. Now first, for example, you need a list. So a list is equal to, so you need something like 489 352. Okay, so this, So I want you to give me the odd numbers. How many odd numbers are there? So okay, so let me say 2 here and let me say 3 here. Okay, so you have one, two, three odd numbers. Okay, so three odd numbers. So you need to get count of odd is going to be 3. So count of odd is going to be 3. So now what you need to understand over here. So you need to understand first thing, a list is a collection of, so a list is a collection of elements that are sequentially arranged. So how I can say they are sequentially arranged? So they are sequentially arranged, how I can say? I can say by, okay, so 4, 8, 9, 2, 5 and 3. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you say list, list is equal to 4, 8, 9, 2, 5, 3. So the first element is given as 0. Okay, so this can be called as, so this is LST of 0. Okay, and what about this? So this is LST of 1. And what about this? This is LST of 2. And what about this? This is LST of 3. And what about this? This is LST of 4. And what about this? This is LST of 5. Okay. When you want to access the elements, each element can be accessed like this. Okay. So each element can be accessed like this. So now, for example, this list can be accessed. Okay. So now let's say this is a list. So this is a list of numbers. Now this list can be accessed by list of 0, list of 1. Okay, so then list of 2, list of 3, list of 4 and list of 5. Okay, so LST of 2, LST of 3, LST of 4 and LST of 5. Okay, so LST of 0, LST of 1, LST of 2, LST of 3. Okay, so LST of 4 and LST of 5. So what we are talking about here? We are talking about accessing the elements of the list. Okay, so we are talking about accessing the elements of the list. Okay, so this is the way that we can access the elements in the list. Okay, so this is the first point that we need to know. Okay, second thing is we have a list of numbers. Okay, so we have a list of numbers. So we need to go for accessing them, so without writing like this. So it is like if you are writing like this, you are repeating the same code again and again. So instead of writing like this, now you see the pattern here. So what is the pattern here? The pattern is starting number is 0, ending number is 5, and it is getting incremented by 1. Okay, so it is getting incremented by 1. So it is getting incremented by 1. So you see that there is a pattern allowed there. Okay, so there is a pattern. Okay, so starting element is 0, so in step is +1, and the final value is end point is 5, and the end point is 5. So starting point is 0, step is +1 and the end point is 5. So with this what will happen? So we can generate a loop. So what we can see over here? So we can see that we can generate a loop. So what we can do over here? So we can generate a loop. So what we observe here? So we observe that we have 0 to 5. Okay, so we have 0 to 5. So we can generate a loop over here. Okay, so it can generate a loop over here. Okay, so how we can generate a loop? So we will start at I is equal to 0. Okay, so I is equal to 0. And what is the end point? I said end point is I less than or equal to 5. So I can say while. Okay, so while I less than or equal to 5. So then I can say I is equal to I plus 1. So this is the initialization or the start point. this is the end point, and this is the step. Okay, so with this we have developed the pattern for this pattern, but the array size is not fixed. I mean, the list size cannot be fixed to 5 or 6 or anything. We may have some different sizes. Okay, so we may have different sizes. So what we can do here is we can make the loop dynamic. Okay, so we can make the loop dynamic. So how we can make the loop dynamic? Okay, so how we can make the loop dynamic? So we can make the loop dynamic by giving or making the program assume this size. Okay, so how we can do that? We can say, suppose for example, len of lst, if I say, so len of lst is 6. Okay, so you are having index from 0 to 5. Index is from 0 to 5. Okay, so index is from 0 to 5. So index is from 0 to 5, and you are having the total length 6. So what we can do here is, instead of writing like this, we can also write while I less than len of lst, I less than len of lst, I is equal to I plus 1. So you can write it like this. Okay, so what is the alternative here? So alternative is I can write while I less than len of lst, I less than len of lst, and here what I can do, I can start at 0. I can start at 0, and then I can say I is equal to I plus 1. Okay, so I is equal to I plus 1. But I want to access these elements. If I want to access these elements, I can say print of lst of I. Okay, so print of lst of I. So what I can say here, I can say print of lst of I. So here what we observe, so we can say lst of I. So print of lst of I. So simply you run this, what you will get, you will get all these elements. So you'll get all these elements, right? So you'll get all these elements. So if at all you want them horizontally also, so you can do one thing here. So you can say something like this. Okay, so you can just put some space. Okay, um, put end is equal to some space, so you will get horizontally also. Okay, so end is equal, don't worry about this line, I'll tell you later what is this. So you can keep end is equal to some space, so it will give you some space. Okay, so it will give you some space. So if you don't give the space, so if you don't give the space, so all of them will be like combined. Okay, so like combined, so that is why I wanted you to give the space. If you give space, so it will give you the space between the characters. Okay, so this is the way that you need to look at the okay, so here display horizontally. So display horizontal. So display horizontal. Okay, so you can even display it horizontally. So that's the way you are looking at the display of the details. Okay, so display of the values. Okay, so you are looking at the display of the values. So you are displaying them horizontally and you are displaying them vertically as well. Okay, now now we are able to access the elements. Okay, so now it is easy for us to access the elements. Now as you access the elements, you can do any operation as such. Okay, so you can do any operation as such. So what we can do is, so we can go for accessing the elements one by one. Okay, so we can go for accessing the elements one by one. So no need of printing here, I can say lst of I, if lst of I modulus 2, okay, not equals to 0, not equals to 0. So you increase the count. So count is equal to count plus 1. Okay. So count is equal to count plus 1. So because you are taking each and every character, and you are trying to get, okay, uh, so the I value, so I not equal, sorry, LST of I, LST of I modulus 2. So what is the LST value? So LST is something like this. Okay. So you are going to get the odd values, right? So here, so if LST of I not modulus 2 not equal to 0, oh sorry, count value is 0, we should take count is equal to 0. That's not the problem. Okay. Now what you can see the answer as 3. Why you are looking at answer as 3? You are looking at answer as 3 because, so what are, how many odd values are there? 1, 2 and 3. So 1, 2 and 3. So you are taking each and every element. LST of I means you are taking 4. So that 4 is checking 4 mod to not equals to 0 is false. So false, then you are just increasing the I value. So I value becomes 1. So 1 less than, uh, so 1 less than, okay. So 1 less than 6 again. So LST of 1 mod 2 equals to 0. Okay. So mod 2 is equal to 0, not equal to 0. So then again count is equal to count plus 1. So like this, the values get increased. I mean the count get increased depending on the value. If I have to, okay, so if I have to explain you once again, let me do that. Okay, so first always remember this is an collection of elements 4, 8, 9, 2, 5, 3. And what is this I told you? This is LST of 0, LST of 1, this is LST of 2, this is LST of 3, and this is LST of 4, and this is LST of 5. Because the index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. LST of 0, LST of 1, LST of 2, LST of 3, LST of 4, LST of 5. Okay. Then I value is 0. Count value is going to be 0. Okay. So now what is the first I value? I value is 0. 0 less than len of LST. What is len of LST? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0 less than 6, correct. Correct means you come here. LST of I. So what is LST of I? LST of I is nothing but 0. So what is LST of 0? LST of 0 is 4. So first it will check 4 mod 2 not equals to 0. So 4 mod to 2 to is 4. The answer is 0. So 0 not equal to 0 is false. So false means the count value will not get increased. Okay. So count value will not get increased. So then I is equal to I plus 1. I value becomes 1. Okay. So then 1 less than 6. So 1 less than 6 is also true. True means you come inside. LST of 1. So LST of 1 means 8. So 8 mod 2 not equals to 0. So 8 mod 2 is nothing but 0 only. Okay, so 8 you are dividing by 2 means 2 fours 8. So the answer is 0. 0 not equal to 0 is false. So false. So it will increase the count. Sorry, it will not increase the count, it will increase the I value. So I value becomes 2. So then again 2 less than 6. So 2 less than 6, correct. So then you get LST of I. So LST of I means, LST of I means what? So LST of 2. So what is LST of 2 here? LST of 2 is 9. So 9 mod 2 not equals to 0. What is 9 mod 2 here? 9 mod 2 means, so 2 fours 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. Okay. So 1 not equal to 0 is correct. That is true. So true means the count value will be increased by 1. count value is increased by 1. Okay, so then you can say then you can go for the count value is increased by 1. Then you can go for I is equal to I plus 1 again. So I is equal to I plus 1 means I value becomes 3. So 3 means again it will check 3 less than 6. It is true. So true means again it comes inside LST of I. So what is LST of I here? LST of I means LST of 3. So what is LST of 3? LST of 3 is 2. So 2 mod 2 not equals to 0. So 2 mod 2 is 0. So 0 not equal to 0 is again false. So 2 it is false. So count will not be increased. Then for 5. So 5 means here I is equal to I plus 1. This one will get increased. So uh, LST of 5. Okay, so LST of 4. LST of 4 means 5 mod 2 equals to not equals to 0. 5 mod 2 is again 1. 1 not equal to 0 is also false. So true. So 1 not equal to 0 is true. True means count value will be increased by 1. Okay. Then next value is 3. So for 3 also 3 mod 2 not equals to 0. 3 mod 2 not equal to 0. So 2 ones 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay. So then what you get? So you get so what you get over here? So you get uh, the true. True means count value is increased by 1 again. So 3. So next is I is equal to I plus 1. It will be 6. 6 less than 6 is false. False means it comes out and what will be printed? Count value. So what is the count value? Count value ultimately is 3. Okay. So in this way you are going to get the things. Okay. So this is the way that you try to put the things into the program. Okay. So I'll just give you some tasks. I want you to do this. I'll give you 2 or 3 tasks. So develop a program for finding the sum of all the values in the list. So I want you to find the sum of all values in the list. Okay. So develop a program to find the product of all values in the list. Okay. So and I will also want you to develop a program for uh, uh, finding the um, number of positive, negative, and zeros. Okay, so positive, negative, and zeros in the list. The list. Okay, so these 3 programs I want you to do it, and once you finish it, you can send it to me. Okay, or otherwise in tomorrow's class you can tell me. Okay, so these are all the things that we have today. So some more while programs we will do tomorrow, and then we will go to the for loop. Okay, so for loop is a specialist in connecting the collections. Okay, yeah, that's it. If you have any doubts, any questions, you can ask me right now. Nagaraj, Srikar, and Lakshmi Narmada. If you have any doubts, any questions, you can ask me right now. Okay, so I hope you don't have any doubts. Thank you. So we will meet tomorrow.